Oh, I found it.
AirPods Max headphones. The
Testing.
Apple
Okay, we're on.
uh,
Sorry, we're
the
on now.
Apple Fitness Plus,
Yes,
and
yes.
then I also want to bring up my new Synology NAS. Um,
Hey, did you post it then already though? Did you post it the last show was the NAS episode?
yes, I did. Yes, I talked about it on
Yeah.
there. But I'm curious what you know about it, and maybe you can help me with it. But we want to start with the AirPods Max. Well, first of all, did you have a Merry Christmas?
I did. Thank you very much.
I'm
I did
so
well,
glad
it's
you
very
did.
low key. It's very low key.
This year was
Um
totally low key. I was by myself and everything.
yeah, and your husband's in
New
traveling New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah.
So that's your same routine every
Same
year.
routine. Yep. Although this
Um
year was different in that neither of my parents are alive. So we,
oh
my,
yeah, oh so a lot quieter for you then.
yes, yes, my mother passed away in September, but
That's right,
um,
yeah.
we had a family Zoom yesterday, and all of my family members showed up. All of them, all my brothers and sisters, and all their kids and their wives and husbands and
Wow.
stuff.
How was
Yeah.
that? Let's talk about that. How was that?
Well, it was amazing because I have one brother who has pretty much doesn't communicate very much with the family. Like he'll only do things that are important, like when the parents died and stuff,
Yeah.
he would
Yeah.
communicate and stuff.
Busy,
But
busy.
since my mother died, he's felt guilty, so he's been communicating with people. And so
Ah.
my another one of my brothers said, "Well, let's do a Zoom." And then he showed up with his wife and his three kids, and
Oh
we were all
wow.
just shocked. And actually, the thing is that well, a lot of us thought, I know he won't hear this, but a lot of us thought that he was separated from his wife because
Oh,
we hadn't heard from
no,
him
no
or from
update for
her.
so long.
Now your microphone
Oh,
just changed. Oh, there it is. Okay,
wait, did it? Oh, yes.
there we go.
But
Yeah,
you had no contact with them for a long time, so you don't even know what's up.
correct. So we spent a lot of time talking to the grandkids and nieces and nephews about
Oh,
what
that
they're
is
doing, and
nice.
because they're all in college or out
Like,
of
when was the
college now.
last time
So,
you guys actually had a conversation? Your
oh,
mom's
with my
passing.
brother, probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Oh wait, not
Yeah,
even like with your mom's passing. You didn't have any communication then too.
I didn't talk to him, but my older sisters did
Okay, okay.
because they
You have a
communicated
big
with him.
family, right?
7 children in my
That
family.
is huge.
Yes. And so when we all get together, well, now that we don't have my parents, but we didn't, when we had my parents, we were 25 of us.
Oh,
And now with just the grandkids and the spouses and all that, it's 23. So,
oh my God, that's
so I
a
think, was there 23? I
now.
may be wrong on that number,
They
but
were they
it's a
were,
lot of people.
so it's like a huge family gathering then.
It was, yeah. It was huge.
Fun.
I have a picture of not
Did you
the,
have a good time? Was
oh,
it
we
like
had a great time.
somehow better than in person?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, which 21,
Oh
not,
wow.
I just counted.
So was
What
it
did
a
you say?
little better than in person sometimes doing it? Like you felt like you had more in control?
Well, I wasn't in control. My brother was in control. And I asked him, I said, I want to record this for history.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I'm the host and I don't even know how to give you permission because every time I went to click record, it kept saying the host has to give you permission. So I'm like,
Uh,
I couldn't
uh,
record it. So I just took a screenshot of what was going on.
mm,
But anyway, yeah, no, it was different because when you're all sitting in front of your computer and you're all wanting to talk to each other and stuff,
mhm.
then there comes a point where you've said everything and no one's talking.
Oh,
And my older brother was like, "Okay, time to stop,"
time to go.
because the conversation doesn't flow as naturally as when you're in
Yeah.
person. And you may,
That's why you almost have to have a host to kind
yeah,
of like control the flow of the whole thing.
right, and to have some discussion topics and
That's
stuff.
true.
So
That's true. When it's quiet down, then you kind of like chime in with questions and get everybody engaged because there'll be probably like people who are less likely to engage in the conversation. Yeah, do you have like
there
those
were.
quiet ones and
Well, my oldest sister, she's a technophobe.
oh,
She didn't.
okay, it's scary.
She couldn't even get her audio to work. So the whole time she could hear us, but she couldn't. We couldn't hear her.
Oh,
And I have no idea. She's 60 some years old. I don't know. Not that
that's
people who
not
are in their
that old.
60s don't know anything, but
Yeah, well, yeah, some people are just afraid of that no matter how old or how young you are.
well, she's a country bumpkin. She's got a laptop that's like 8 years old. It's just she's not on a Mac, it's on a PC, and she has bandwidth limits. So
Mm.
I don't know, her service provider was blocking the audio or something. I don't know, but that was awkward, which is fine because she's one that can be very emotional and all that kind of stuff. So, but
Well,
anyway, yeah,
that's good. I'm so glad.
we had a great time. What did you do for Christmas?
You
Anything?
know what? I really didn't do much. I mean, it's kind of like the past this year 2020. I really didn't do much. Let's see. Of course, I call my parents every day. So we talk like twice a day. My time, like in the morning when I wake up, and then the evening before I go to sleep, I'll talk to them. And so we did that, and looking at them opening presents and all that because their Christmas arrives earlier than ours.
Yes, like almost a day ahead, right?
Yeah, yeah, about it's not as far as like Australia, but it's 14 hours.
Okay.
So when you consider bedtime and all that, it's pretty much like a day ahead. So
Yeah.
so it was good. And Bruce and I, we didn't visit. Usually we would visit Bruce's family, but we didn't do that because of
COVID.
COVID. And so
Excuse me.
we am I still in focus? And so we just ended up staying at home, and we did like a charcuterie board and just kind of nosh all day, which
Oh,
was
that's fun.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that
me and
was
my
fun.
husband did our Christmas the night before he left. So
Oh, what he
yeah,
so he when did he leave? The
he left
23rd,
on
20,
Wednesday,
Wednesday would be the 23rd, right?
23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, and we went out driving around last night to check out lights just for
Oh, the
fun.
Christmas lights. That's
Yeah.
fun.
And then we didn't go to like all those fancy. There are places there, there's certain neighborhoods that would have like this crazy sound light show and audio syncing, tune in
Right.
the radio thing. We didn't do that because we were afraid that there might be a lot of people. So what we ended up doing was we just drove around different neighborhoods, just like smaller neighborhoods, and check out their lights, and then critique people like, ugh.
Those lights are so tacky.
I don't you so there's this thing, I don't know what they're called. They just string one light from the tree down to the ground, and then up to the tree, and then down to the ground. It
Like in the shape of a tree.
No, it was just like not really cobwebs, but it's just like one point down to the lower point, and then lower back up to the tree, and then tree back down. So what it looks like is looks like a Star Wars fight scene where the light beams are like shooting. So I just call it those are pew 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 lights.
Pew pew.
Yeah, I know. So it just looks like pew 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 everywhere. But it was
So
fun.
funny.
It was fun.
Well, that's good. Very good. Well, did you get anything from Apple for Christmas?
No. No, I did not. But well, I should say I got my Christmas presents very early. We
Oh,
so here's the deal. I I drive a Honda Civic that's over
yes, I
10 years
remember
old.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I got
yes.
it's 2010 Honda Civic, but I have under 70,000 miles on mine, which is very
That's good
little for 10
mileage.
year. Yeah. So it was still good, and I've been itching to get a new car. I thought this year 2020 would be the year to get a new car. And then COVID, and so I was like, "Shit, no, I might lose my job." So I'm not
Right.
gonna buy a new car right now. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna put it off, and then I'm gonna just settle for a while." So there are a couple of things that, for me, I'm not a car person, right? So I don't really know much about car. My
Yeah.
remember I bought this car. And my dad asked me, "So what's the horsepower?" I said, "I don't know. It has a moonroof and it's." So I have no idea. So my main thing is there's certain automation, like not automation, but the newer technology that I didn't have in a 2010 car. Now it's like standard, like backup camera, for instance.
Yeah. Oh
Apple.
my God, you didn't have a
I
backup
did not
camera.
have a no. My
How
backup
the
camera
hell do
was
you back
this.
up?
It was this.
He's turning his head backwards.
It was just this. So it's like, oh, boop boop. And so I ended up so those are the backup camera. I was like, I want to have a backup camera, and I also wanted to have Apple CarPlay. So those are like the two things that I wanted in a new car.
Which is pretty standard these days.
Right. And so then I thought, you know what? My car is still okay, knock on wood. It's still okay. I might be able to drive it for another 2 years, maybe 3 years. But
Oh wow.
what can I'm hoping, right? Because I have no car payment, so that's good. So I have no car payment for many, many years now. I only did 3 years of loan, so I got it
Wow.
paid off. So I enjoy not having car payment. But here's a tip. I started putting um fake car payment into my savings account last year, just to get myself
Oh,
ready
to save
for
you up for
yes,
a new car. Yeah.
exactly. So Susie Orman's tip. And so
Yeah.
anyway, so I did that, and then I said, if I can just take care of those two things, the Apple CarPlay and the backup camera, then maybe I'll feel more comfortable driving the same car for another 2 or 3 years. So which
Oh,
is what
wait a
I did.
minute. John, you've told us this before. You took it in and had that stuff installed.
Yes.
Remember you told us with the on the show
Oh,
with
we
Ricky.
did. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yes, that's right. So so that
I'm
was my
trying to think.
Christmas
This
present.
story sounds familiar.
That was my Christmas present.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, and not only that, I also gave Bruce his. His car was a little bit newer than mine. I think it was a 2014, and so he didn't have Apple CarPlay as well. Well, like from the factory, right? So,
Right.
so I got him a third party. He has a backup camera. It was just the Apple CarPlay. So now that was his birth. That was his Christmas present,
Christmas
and
present.
then
Yeah.
my own Christmas present for myself. So it's
That's a
good.
really
Oh
nice
yeah, I
present you
remember now.
gave.
Talk about like being Asian and drive with this giant screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, here's one thing that my husband gave me for Christmas.
Okay. Oh,
It's
nice.
the I forget what it's called, the
MagSafe
MagSafe charger
combo, MagSafe,
combo.
and I don't know what it's called. Like from Apple. Let's find out.
I don't either, but I love this thing. This got
For
rid of
your
one
for your
plug in my house.
for your phone
My,
and your watch.
correct.
And I also like the fact that it's so travel ready that you can just go.
Yes. And it folds up and everything.
Let me see.
And it's magnetic on the bottom, so if you put it on a magnetic
Oh,
table,
like a
it
surface,
will stay on the
like a metal
table.
surface.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that is
So,
cool. I want to
yeah,
see
I
what
forget
it's
what it's
called
called.
technically. Oh, it is called MagSafe Duo Charger.
MagSafe Duo charger. That's what I
Yes.
got for Christmas. And then, of course, for myself, I bought the new AirPods Max a
Ah,
couple weeks ago.
ah, this is the
And
whole
I'm
reason
holding
why
them
I'm on
up
the
so you
show.
can see
Oh
them.
my gosh, why are you touching my bra?
I was just gonna
No, you
say,
should
doesn't
hold it
this
like a
look like a
purse.
bra or a purse?
Yeah, it looks like a purse. So why don't you hold it? I'm gonna give you full frame. Why don't you hold it like a purse? No, no,
Oh,
no.
with
No,
the
now it's a bra. Put the
okay,
put the thing back on and hold it like a purse,
boobs in.
like a this. Yes. No, no. Do it the other way. I mean, you gotta be bitchier than
I
that.
like this.
So there you go. But then
John, I'm
face
just not
out.
that
Face the back.
gay.
Face the back out. There. No, 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 no. Like
Which
face the back out. There you go. That's how you hold it.
you're crazy. You're so gay.
Oh, that's how you hold the
But
bag like this.
I know you do. I've seen you hold a bag like that too.
I know. Or you
But
can.
when you
Is it big enough to go over
oh, I don't
to your
know.
elbow?
Oh, sure. Well, maybe not all the way down to my elbow, but right there. Not because I'm fat.
Because you're strong. You've been doing your Apple Fitness
That's
Plus.
exactly. So when you take it out of the case does look like a bra, kind of like a thing.
Yeah, it does look like a bra.
But it's got a nice little magnetic connector to connects it to it.
Yeah. So tell me what does that feel like? What is the material of the bra, the case?
Oh, it's kind of like the kind of the Apple phone cases. What's that called?
The the silicone one?
Silicone. Yeah, this feels like the
Oh,
silicone
okay.
case.
Got it. Got it.
On
Is
the
it?
inside, it's got little fuzzy
Does
stuff
it
to
have
keep.
any stitching on it? Is it just? Does it have
No
stitching?
stitching. That's clearly a machine kind of
Okay.
press.
Okay.
Yeah, no stitching.
Okay. But there's a magnet on there.
There's two magnets, one on each side of the headphones.
Uh,
Looks
uh,
like I'll show you one right here and one over here.
oh,
You can kind
okay.
of even
Okay.
see the impression
Like
of
where
on
the
the
cleavage is.
yes,
Like
for the cleavage, to hold the cleavage together.
you know
But
what? That might be a new technology. Implant cleavage, one on each side, and then the magnet would draw it together so that you have your like a nice plump cleavage.
will they play music too?
Well, if you squeeze.
I hope nobody's. Is there anybody watching this on YouTube?
Wait, I don't know. Let me see. Probably not. I mean,
But
my
you
account's been
didn't.
dormant. There's one person playing back. I don't know
Oh,
who that is though.
oh crap! My hold on a second. The AirPod Max automatically connected to my computer.
But what you could do is what you could do is you could share this. I can send you
Shit, how do
oh, that's what we did last time. I shared with you the live stream, and then you can tweet that.
yeah, but I don't want to do that because it was the audio was
Huh? No, what do you
back
mean?
and forth.
What do you mean?
When I went to look at it, the audio was
Oh.
back
Can
and
you
forth.
not just copy the link instead of clicking on it though?
And do what with it?
And share on your Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll paste
send
it
that
in
to
our
me
chat.
or
Oh,
in the
you know what?
text.
Apple sometimes wait, Apple does that. The chat. I'm gonna do it a quotation mark and then spread the the thing out so you can like copy the link. You know how Apple turned that into a preview?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it actually did come up as a preview too.
Yeah. Oh wait, the
Um,
second one came out as a
no, not the
preview too.
second one. The
Okay,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah. Use the second one.
Okay. So
So I'm
copy.
gonna tweet too. Oh, how do I tweet?
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see.
I'll tweet on
Yeah.
my
How do
phone.
I tweet? Of course, this is excellent for podcasting.
I know. So like live content.
Exactly.
Um,
We are
we're professional. Okay, so Twitter.
doing a live stream on YouTube with
Yes.
John Ong.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
tweet now.
John, I need to tag you in that
Talking
post.
tech. Talk tech
We are talking tech.
on on
Oh,
live.
the quotes got copied too.
Oh shit. Does it
That's
still
okay.
work?
I just have to delete them.
Oh, okay. So it didn't. Okay, Talk Tech
So
Live
maybe it'll do a preview in
with.
the tweet, right?
Yeah, it should. It should.
Okay, here we
So
go.
wait. Your handle is Archer, right?
Yes. Or it's Radio Archer on
Oh,
Twitter.
Radio Archer. Okay. So yes. Okay. Now I just tweeted too. Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back. We have now tweeted.
Do you edit?
Yeah, but I won't. Because I'm recording on the Rodecaster Pro, and I don't like to. I take it literally
Hey, what is
right out of
that? What
there.
is that? I want to see. I don't see what that is. What's a Rodecaster Pro?
Oh, come on, you know what this is, John. Look, it's this big.
You bitch!
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, I didn't know you have that.
I've got all this money,
You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me how it works. Is it worth getting one though?
Oh my God, yes. If you are into podcasting and you want the simplest way ever to do a podcast, get a Rodecaster Pro.
Roadcast, is it
John,
expensive?
it does everything. It does the mix minus automatically. I didn't have to figure that out at all.
I said that's how that the whole thing testing thing was like I gotta figure out which was my mix minus
Yeah,
feed.
see, because this does it automatically, and you can do Bluetooth, USB, whatever the USB-C, connect to your phone with a wire. It's got 4 channels of microphone inputs and stuff. It's
I
amazing.
gotta talk to you and see if it's something that I would. I don't want to have to spend more money.
Well, it is expensive. It's like $600.
Jesus Christ!
I know.
Who was just born a few days ago? Oh my gosh! Wait, does it record onto an SD card, or does it record to your computer? Oh,
SD card, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you've got
Okay, we got
everything. Now let's talk about
because of your ADD.
let's talk about let's talk about the thing.
AirPods
The
Max.
AirPods Max.
Now I don't want to put them on because then the computer connects to it, and I don't want to do that because I'm using these headphones.
Okay.
I want to be able to hold them up. But anyway,
have you got the gray one?
2 buttons here, if you can see that.
Yes.
One little button.
Can you zoom in? Oh, but you can't. Can you zoom in?
No, I can't zoom.
Oh, you can't zoom on. You have a Prime.
I guess.
Oh yeah, you
can.
can. Oh, that's okay.
But this little flat button, you tap that if you want to turn on and off the noise cancellation. So, for example, if you have them on your head and you're walking to the living room, and your husband's saying something to you, you tap that button and you can hear what he's saying.
Transparency. You go from noise cancellation to transparency mode.
Correct.
Okay. So you
then
just
when
tap
you turn
that.
it back on.
So it's just toggle. Just go back. Transparency and.
Yeah, you just tap it and it goes from one to the other.
Okay. Does it feel like a watch click, or what does it feel like? Oh, like a iPhone button click. Probably.
Yes, like an iPhone button.
Okay.
Yes. But the thing is, the noise cancellation on these is unbelievable. I've worn them outside, and this time of the year we have leaf blowers. I put this on and walked right by the leaf blowers and didn't hear them a bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I'm really impressed about is the noise cancellation.
Then let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. No, wait. Let me ask you. Do you have the AirPods Pro?
Yes.
So let's compare that because for those of us who are not rich.
I'm not rich. I'm just Comfortable.
Yeah, to those of us who are not rich and uncomfortable, uh, I want to ask you, how does that compare to the AirPods Pro?
Well, I actually think the noise cancellation is better on
Mm,
the AirPods Max
okay,
because
that's what I
they
heard
go
too.
over the ear
Yeah,
and they completely cover your
more
ears. Whereas
microphones.
yeah, there's like eight or nine microphones on these,
Mm,
or yeah, microphones for the noise cancellation part. Yeah, but the AirPods Pro that you put in your ears are a little different because you can still kind of hear a little bit with the noise
it
cancellation.
doesn't
But what's
seal as tightly as like a cup.
correct, because these cups are like bra cups, and
Yeah. So what
they
size is
really
it?
conform to your head really well, and it really blocks out. I mean, literally almost all the sound.
Is it a 36D
For
cup?
me, it would be yeah. I got my
uh,
boobies going on.
okay,
Um,
so noise cancellation. I've been. I mean, I'm interested, obviously,
yes.
but it's really too expensive for me to justify spending that much money for the
And I agree.
usage.
And actually, I don't want to keep wearing them outside. I have to go back to my other things because I really can't hear anything. People walking up or anything, I can't. So I'm going to use these for inside
Yeah.
and the little AirPods Pros for outside.
Yes, because that makes sense, right? Because it's the smaller one's great for portability, and so when you go out and about, you use it. This one, you maybe use it at home if you want to listen to music or do a podcast. Did you buy the expensive $35, 50,
I,
60, $80 kick cord?
I was just going to bring that up because I was going to say on the bottom of these is a little lightning connector, and you can buy this $35 cord
35. Mm-hmm.
to plug it in and then plug it into your, like I would need that for podcasting because there's be some latency with the
Correct. Yes.
Bluetooth that would just not be kept up. So they literally made that just for that kind of thing. So you plug it in and then you can hear everything as it's happening. So
That's cool.
um,
But did you get one?
yes, I went ahead and got one, and it's the cheapest thing I've ever seen in my life. The cord is so thin, it's like rubbery.
Yes.
It's not like the
I
good corded.
Yeah, it's not. It's not, well, the thing is, like they are saying, like so. I've been studying. So the only way that I can enjoy this is by watching a lot of YouTube videos and demanding that I'll be on this show so that I can talk about it and ask questions. I said, "Oh my gosh, I have so many questions." And so the cord, even though it's thin, they say it's like the technology is a lot in there because they have to do a reverse um, converting from uh digital to analog and no, from analog back to digital and then back to analog. And that's like
Correct.
that because lightning does not transfer any analog signal, so the cable has to be able to take analog signal, go up to lightning, and then become digital, and then go back to your ears and turn into analog so you can hear it again.
Right. Right.
So there might be a lot of stuff there. I don't know about interference. I mean, I hear a lot of complaints about a lot of things. Well, other than the price, but sometimes people are crazy. They just like to complain. I think
And what do you mean interference when you're using that cord or just the headphones themselves?
using the cord.
Okay.
If you know how like heavier headphones or whatever has better shields, and so you don't get interference. So if you get like your phone close to it, do you get like interference signal? I'm sure it's shielded. Well, it's so
I,
thin. A lot of people are saying they might not be shielded well. Blah blah blah.
I tell you what, I didn't even know what you were talking about. So I clearly have not experienced it. I mean, and
Okay.
my phone is always near me. So
Yeah. So it must be
yeah, no,
good.
I
Must
haven't
be
got,
okay.
I can't speak to any interference.
Okay. Good. Good.
So, but now the
Wow.
sound, talk about the sound.
Okay. Sound quality.
Sound quality, again, I think is slightly higher than the AirPods Pro, but it's like really full sound.
Uh
It's
huh.
like your whole head is immersed in this
Mm.
in your music or whatever you're listening to.
What do you have on now? Is that a
Oh,
Bose?
I'm
What is
using
that?
some um,
Noise cancellation.
Bose noise canceling headphones. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
can
So
you see
how does
them?
that compare to Bose?
Oh no, the Apple ones are much better than
Oh,
Bose.
really? Like, what is it? The sound quality, or because Bose noise cancellation is pretty good.
Yeah, actually, this noise cancellation is real good. I've worn these on a plane, and they cut out
Yeah.
the
Is
noise
that
on the
a was
plane.
that a QC 35?
I have no
Quiet
idea
camera.
what the
What's it?
model is.
Oh no, I don't have one. Okay, so I have a QC 35. QC 35 is the one that's before the. There's actually two QC35, and there's like a second generation QC35, and then there's also like the seventh new one, the fancy one. I've
Oh
always
yeah,
like
I've seen those with the new
yes,
fancy ones.
I've always wanted a Bose noise cancellation, and I remember I was traveling once at the airport and I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting those because I was waiting for noise cancellation and Bluetooth. They didn't have that for the longest time, and
Yeah,
until I saw that I didn't get one, and it was expensive too. To me at that time, it was like $350, and I thought it was expensive.
that's what these were. But now I have had these since like 2016,
Yeah, that must be the
at
same
least
one. Yes.
4 years, because at that time they did not have a wireless one too.
Oh
This is
wait, so
just
this is not the wireless yet.
no, this is
Oh,
corded.
oh, oh, I see, I see, I see.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
even got
have
the
the wireless
microphone on it.
one, which is probably
Yeah,
came
see,
out around that time, like
yeah, I was gonna
2016,
say these are older
2017.
than those. Yeah,
Mm.
but they still work great, and I love them. So
Yeah, so I want to ask you about comfort, comparing these pairs of your Bose to the AirPods Max.
okay, I will say this: the headphones by themselves are very heavy. I
Yes,
mean,
I had like 85 grams or something.
485 grams.
485
It is.
grams.
I really do think it's that much because I've seen the YouTube videos and they put them on scales, and these things are really heavy.
Yeah, because of
And
the metal,
right,
the
that
metal
whole thing is
shell,
metal, that
aluminum
stainless steel
shell.
metal or whatever. Um,
Oh yeah, and the
I,
stainless steel bar.
that thing is so cool. It is so like smooth. There's no
Uh-huh.
clicking sound. It's that the adjustment of the headphones. It's like
Yeah.
beautiful.
Like
It's like
the
art.
yes.
But okay, back to the heaviness of these headphones.
Yeah.
When I have them on my head, if I have the bar that goes over the top a
Uh-huh.
little bit above my head and where I'm just using the headphones as the
Uh-huh.
pressure to hold them on,
Uh-huh.
that feels better to me than resting that bar on my head, because then the bar is like
Uh,
holding up these, which is pushing down on the bar, and I think that gives me a little bit of a
a
pain in
headache.
my head. So I will say they're
Wait, I
not
thought it was
as
supposed to be comfortable. Has like it's supposed to
it
be
is.
cushy.
It does. It has this mesh like stuff. Oh, I should. This mesh stuff that you can see
Yeah.
is stretchy,
Yeah.
and your head is
Yeah.
supposed to,
And it's like is it
conform to that.
silicone? Like it feels like silicone too, the mesh? Or is it fabric?
It feels like fabric. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
it does feel like fabric. Yeah, like the this feels like fabric too.
Okay,
This,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
but it just I will say that they do feel heavy on my head,
Okay.
and I'm going to guess that if you wear them for a very long time, that you're really going
That's not
to
good. That's
feel.
not
I
good.
know. Yeah. Whereas these feel like light as feathers.
Right,
The
because
Bose
well, they are
ones.
lighter, physically
Yeah.
lighter. So you're saying that you would then move it upward so that the this piece, I forgot what it's called, this thing,
The
the
headband
headrest.
kind of the headrest.
So that you would move it up so that it's not touching. Oh, my hair is so tall that you can't even see
I know you can't even see the top of your
the
head.
hole. Yeah,
Um,
so you
yeah,
like
see,
moved it upward.
I have the thing already pulled out a little bit, and
Uh-huh.
that's like the amount that will fit, so that it's just my ears that's holding the pressure in. You know what I'm saying?
So it's the clamping,
The clamping,
the
yes, the
clamping
clamping
that
on my
holds it up.
ears.
Got it. So
Yes,
then this
yes,
piece is not resting on your hair.
correct. And I think that if, well, at least when I first started wearing them, I didn't even move the little adjustment things.
Maybe it was on your head, but the mesh is so comfortable you don't think that was on there. Have you looked
Oh,
into the mirror?
I haven't looked at myself in the mirror.
Because a lot of some people were saying that because I mean obviously the force of it clamping here with the combination of the really soft touch of the head piece,
The
the
mesh part,
headrest
yeah.
piece, mesh that you don't feel like it's on there. So maybe you got to take a look at it next time and see if it's so comfortable you really thought it was just clamping on you, but in
You know,
actuality it's actually resting on you.
I have a feeling that that is actually the case.
Yeah, otherwise it won't be
Yeah.
as like stable, right? It will probably wobble like, front and back.
Yeah, no, these things do not move. They do not move at
Hmm.
all. But okay, so here's the thing that I haven't done yet.
Yes.
Well, one issue that I think could be an issue. So I have a lot of Apple devices. I have my
Hmm.
iMac, I have the iPhone, I have my watch, I have my iPod, I have all of the Apple products. I live in the Apple ecosystem, as you know.
Yes.
The new software for these things, even for the iPods Pro, when you come close to another Apple product, it pops up a little thing saying,
Yeah, 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 yes. Your
"You've
iCloud
seen that?"
account, whatever. Yeah. Do you want to use that headphones on this device, right?
but sometimes it switches automatically, and that's not what I want. Like I will be listening to my phone, listening to podcasts or whatever, and then I sit at the desk to do something on the iMac, and it automatically jumps to the iMac.
Ah, true.
See, when I just held these up a couple minutes ago,
It
the
start connecting.
computer said connected, and I was like, I don't want these connected because I want to use. I don't want that to mess up with this podcast. So,
But will it mess up though? Will it? Oh yeah, we'll switch. Or is
well,
it
yeah,
just
because then I
connected?
wouldn't be able to hear it in here. I don't think.
Try it.
No, I don't want to try. I don't want to mess that up. I'll do that little experiment on my own.
Because I thought it's, oh yeah, maybe it switches the, does it switch the input or does it just connect?
It connects
You know
because
what?
a little bar comes up in the top of my
It's
computer that
not
says AirPods Max
connected.
connected.
Yeah. So it's not been as reliable as I wanted it to be. That kind of auto connection. I don't know what the issue was for me, but I don't have that many pairs, so I only use my AirPods Pro,
The
the
AirPods
little
Pro. Okay.
ones. Yeah. So I use that quite a bit, especially for meetings and stuff for work. So I would try to get connected. Here's the thing. I have two computers when I'm working. I have my personal computer, I have my work computer. And I think my work computer I can't sign on to my iCloud. So I have to physically connect to it when I'm in a call. So I have to go up to the Bluetooth and say connect to AirPods Pro. So then it'll get connected. But sometimes it does not want to disconnect when I go to my computer. But
Well, here's the thing, because I just looked at the Bluetooth thing on my computer right now. There is no disconnect. Right now, it's showing that they're still connected,
let me
but they're
see.
off.
Oh, let me see. Where do you look at that? Now I'm on this
Well,
new
the
thing.
noise cancellation and transparency are off, but it says they're connected
Oh yeah, yeah.
under
There's. I
devices.
don't think there's any choice to say disconnect too.
There isn't, because my AirPods Pro are
Well, the
also showing
blue.
up.
If it shows blue, means it's connected, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been working better. Well, I figured out now as I'm telling you, this is probably user error. Because it definitely was user error, but I don't think it functions 100% of the time. It maybe like 90% of the time since I fixed the user error, which was, I have two accounts. I wish we don't have to deal with that, but I have two accounts. I have my iCloud account and I also have my iTunes account. You remember back in the day where you
Oh my
actually
God, you
have
have two separate accounts for
I
that?
have two separate accounts. It's a pain in the ass. The reason why was I was using like what is it? iTools. Remember iTools
Yeah,
back in
but
the
wasn't
day
that back in the
with
time of
.Mac?
.me?
Yeah, yeah, .Mac then .me, right?
Yeah.
So I have that account, but before then, early before we even have the iTools and .Mac and all those cloud connection thing, we had iTunes. So iTunes account, you started off with not email. You started off with a username. I remember because I have John Ong as my username. And then Isaac didn't want to let it go, right? Because it's John Ong. And then they force you to switch to an email at some
Dress.
point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I've already paid for all my apps and my music and all that using that account. Then I don't want to switch to my .Mac account that is not related to all my purchases.
Yeah, but John, I remember that because because I had the username Paul Armstrong, which I couldn't believe, but I didn't want to get rid of either. But when you switch to an email account, they associated all your old stuff with that email address.
Yes, it does with that user account. But then, so what with my John Ong username, and when I connect an email to it, it associate that with that account. So
Right.
when you put the email there, then all John Ong, uh, Apple iTunes ID or whatever it used to be called, then that's one thing. But then I also have my John Ong at Mac.com or John Ong at Me.com account that's separate. That's only for my iCloud. All the purchases here on my iTunes account is not on my John Ong at Me.com account.
That doesn't make any sense to me because I have the same thing, but they're all associated together.
But did you but your .mac account or your me.com, do you still have your me.com account?
Um, only when I go to iCloud on the computer on the web, then it shows up as one of the email addresses.
But do you have family plan?
No,
Okay. So, well, anyway, I don't. Mine was separate, right? I think you may have merged it earlier on.
I probably
Maybe
did.
when they ask you to put your email, you use your .mac account email. Is your
Probably.
iCloud a me.com email or a .mac account email?
My Apple account, which is
Yes, the Apple
iTunes,
ID. Yeah,
iBooks,
uh-huh.
all that, is my current email address. It's a Gmail account.
Oh, so then it's not. I thought so then but wait, then your iCloud subscription,
Hmm.
that's also your Gmail.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
then you forego your using your .macme.com email.
I don't use them, no.
That okay, so
But they still show up because Apple still has them.
here's my problem. So I wanted to keep the johnong@me.com or mac.com email. So that became when .mac came to be a thing, I use that as my iDisk and all that connection.
Oh
And
my
then
God,
use
yeah,
my remember? And then I
yes.
used my other like the iTunes account just for my app purchases and music purchases. So I have two separate accounts. I still have two separate accounts, and
There's
it was
got
a
to be some way you can
pain in
merge
the
that.
butt. I've used to work for Apple, and I asked them, "There's no way you can merge the two. You
God.
still can't merge the two." So I used to have another Apple ID, which is Jo dot, like Jo. That's like
Uh-huh.
because for my work, I
J-O.
Jo and BJ.
Yes.
No, I have my because when I was working at Apple, we have to sign in to our we have like a work Apple ID. So it's
Right.
still Apple ID. So we use that quite a bit, like, for discount and all that, we have to use that account. But for all the time when we log into work, we have to use that ID and password. So we want to make that ID as short as possible. You don't even want to like type in John Ong, you just want, so
Like
mine
it's so
was,
long.
yeah. But yes,
It's
but when you have to do that like 50 times a day, it's a lot.
7 characters, John on.
But it adds up. It adds up. Rather than doing JOHN, well, you can't use John On because that's my work, my personal one already. So you had to then type in John On, blah blah blah, whatever it is.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I made mine JO. That you can use a period. So it was like a JO dot was my sign in.
Oh,
So
okay.
so that I can log on quicker. So then I also have that Apple ID to deal with. I had like
That's too
crazy
much.
multiple Apple IDs. I'm trying to consolidate them down to right now. I have two that I actively use.
Okay. I'm going to interrupt you and we're going to need to
I'll
move on because
sidetrack.
I'm the host of
Yes,
this show.
yes, you are.
But we can figure out your issues later. But I think we've talked enough about the AirPods Max. If you have more questions, let me know now.
Okay, I want to know the battery life
I have not even charged them up yet
since you got yours.
since I got them.
That's why people are complaining about, oh, it didn't go into like, safe
Granted, I don't use them
battery
every
saving
day.
mode, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know if it's an issue. People are complaining about, oh, you can't turn it off. Why can't I turn it off? I want to turn it off. But
You know how
if
you
it's
turn
not
them
an
off?
issue,
You put them in the case.
I know people said that no, they actually, when you turn that goes into ultra power saving
I
mode.
know. Same thing.
But the thing is, like, if it's not running out of battery, why do you care, right? I think it just has it's very Apple. Apple want to deal with how you want to deal with the thing, and then just let us deal with it. Just like dealing with your
But
photo
you got these
storage.
crazy people, these control freaks who want to be able to be in
I
control
know.
of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even think about it. Like as I said, I
So
haven't even plugged them in yet because the battery life is supposed to be like 20 hours.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't think I've even used them 20
What about
hours yet.
use cases? Sorry, last question. Use cases, like, how do you see yourself using this? Because that would kind of help me and maybe some of your audience to decide whether or not I want to shell out 600. What is it? $550?
Yes,
549.
549. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly, I use them to listen to anything on the computer,
Okay, so you use it with your computer when you sit down on your
directly on
computer.
the laptop. Yep. Then I have connected them to my phone. If
Okay.
I am, you know, running around the house or whatever, and I'm listening to a podcast, I can put the phone in the central location and keep the headphones on. And, so I use it with my phone.
So you wear them while you're at home? If you want to
Only when
listen
I'm,
to
okay,
something?
let's say for this, I'm doing like house chores and stuff. I
Okay.
can put my phone centrally located in the house, and I can play podcasts. And while I'm going through the house, vacuuming or picking up or whatever, so
Okay.
that's another use for them. I've connected them to my iPad, and let me tell you, when you watch a movie on the iPad with these headphones on, it just sounds amazing. I mean,
Oh.
because it's got the spatial,
Oh yeah.
I forget what
Yes.
that's
What's it
called, the
called?
spatial audio, yeah.
Spatial audio. Yes.
But it really seems to work the best on the iPad for me, because if the iPad may be sitting over here and I move my head here, well, the audio moves that way with you. It's
Mm.
kind of freaky, but it's wild.
I heard if you have Mandalorian, if you have Disney Plus, second season, second episode is the best one too to check
Oh,
out
well,
spatial
I
audio.
haven't even watched the first one, but
Oh
I might check it out just for that.
yes.
But there are other movies that have the audio like that and stuff. So there's that. Here's the other thing. I haven't tried it yet, but I want to try it. For example, my husband does his teaching in the dining room, which is connected to the living room.
Hmm.
Um, and I would like to. I haven't even tried it. Connect them to the Apple TV,
Yeah.
so I can sit in the living room and watch a movie with the noise canceller on, not hear him, and he won't hear the audio from the
Yes.
TV.
Yes. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
leakage, leakage. Like, I'm hearing people say, like, if you know how certain headphones, you can, the audio would leak from it. So check out and see how much it leaks. See if it's an
I
issue or not.
Again, something I didn't even think about, but other people would have to hear that, right?
Right, right. Yeah, you can't
Okay.
hear it because you have to ask your husband whether or not he can, or to the point. I don't think it's going to be that loud. I don't think it's going to be to the point where it's going to be interfering with his lessons. But it
Right, but if you're sitting next to me, you could hear some of that.
yeah, I think it might. What you can do? Well, you can't do that to yourself. Put
I
it
know,
on your
I need someone else
knees.
here to do it.
Yeah.
I'll have my husband do it with me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I would want to know. Tweet about it so we can hear
You know
your
I won't.
feedback. I'll ask you in a few weeks.
Okay, you ask me to tweet and
Yes.
I'll tell
Yes.
you. Okay. So
Thanks for
that's pretty much
sharing.
how I'm using them.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that use case. To me, it's still a no. It's still
Okay,
it's
that's
still
totally cool.
like I don't find myself, because when I'm vacuuming, when I'm cleaning the house and doing chores, all my music and podcasts or whatever I'm listening is through my HomePods and my HomePod minis. So that, do you have
You
HomePods?
Yes, I do. I have 2 regulars and 2 minis.
Wow. And then do you not use that when you do chores, or you use it
No,
because it's
because the
new?
vacuum cleaner is louder than the music, and I can't play it that loud. I'm in a condo.
Oh, true. I never thought about that.
Here's the thing.
Never
Yeah,
thought about it.
Christmas Eve morning, I said, hey, lady, play music on. I said, play instrumental holiday music everywhere.
Yes.
All 4 HomePods were playing this all throughout the house. Well, a song that came on had a lot of bass in it. And I was
Oh.
in the shower at like 8:30 in the morning, and I can hear this bass while I'm in the shower and think, "Oh
Oh
my god, that's so loud."
no.
So I opened the curtain and shouted out, "Hey, lady, turn it off."
Oh, they did. It heard you.
Oh yeah, she turned it off. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think
It's like
about
whole
playing
home
stuff.
stereo. I
Yeah,
love
true,
that.
true, 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 true. Yeah, we've been doing that. I've only have one home pod and two minis, and one in the basement, one upstairs in the kitchen, and they've been functioning really well for Christmas songs this whole
Well, and I
season.
put the 2 minis together as a stereo pair.
Ah, what do you do on your
And
TV or what?
no, not I don't have it connected to the TV. I did when I first had them, but we've moved them because of Christmas decorations and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I have one in the dining room and one in the living room so that we can hear the
Cool.
audio, in between us. Yeah.
Envelope, wait,
Envelop.
enveloped by your audio. That's cool.
Yes. All right. Listen, we've almost been talking for an hour and we haven't even gotten to the
Oh
that's it.
shit! Do you want to do a
This
second show?
was.
Second show? You close this out and do a second show?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
stop and go to the restroom too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay,
Well
so
then.
we'll wrap this one up.
Okay, then let me go back to the I need to go to that. Okay, so John, thank you for being on this episode with
Well, thanks
me.
for letting me force you to make me on here.
And we'll do another one right after this.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so say it with me. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're off
Okay,
the
all right.
recording.
All right. So I'm gonna stop my YouTube too, and then we'll start a different one.